Yo, today about to reacting to shows I would hate to live in. Hey man, a show. There's a lot of shows I hate to live in, but let's see what he talking about.
Growing up, just like
Oh yeah, for
movies,
sure.
I always wanted to be on TV. And again, not like on TV, more like in the show. But now that I've wised up, I realize
Crazy.
I don't want to be in any of these shows. These shows would be terrible to live in. That's what we're going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some shows I'd absolutely hate to live in. And don't worry, I know everyone doesn't watch every show, so I'll try and tell you everything you need to know before I explain why I'd hate living in them, alright? And in the end, I'll go over one of the shows that I would not only hate to live in the most.
Yeah. I just reboot my life if I had to live in this show. No boy.
But also a show I've been meaning to talk about for a minute. And without further ado,
I couldn't live in Stranger Things, bro.
Chainsaw Man gotta be one of the worst shows to live in. And I'm saying this as someone who loves this series. Like, I really do love it, bro. The movie made me cry. But please,
I ain't even watched the movie yet. I need to watch the movie. I was supposed to go see it with my sister, but and make time for
away
it.
From the show. Before I even talk about it, let me give you the rundown like I said. If you've never seen it, Chainsaw Man's this anime where we follow this teenager named Denji, who after getting murked by some Yakuza members, comes back to life with the ability to release chainsaws from his body and becomes a devil hunter. And you see, that's where the problem lies in this show. Not the chainsaws coming out the body thing. That probably would hurt though. But the devils. The world in this show is full of them, and these things are the worst. The devils in this show are pretty much human-hating.
You just mind your business and then the devil just bust your roof, man. Hell no.
Eating monsters that come from fear, human fears. Each one of them being a different concept. Ooh. Concept? What do I mean? Well, let's take for example something I'm scared of. Dolls. I don't rock with them, and neither do a lot of people on Earth. I ain't alone. And in the Chainsaw Man world, this fear we have for them would be enough to create a doll devil. But only one. You following? So now imagine that whole process I just said, but for like every single thing ever. I mean it too, everything. A car devil, a doctor devil, an awkward silence devil. Anything could be a devil as long as people are scared.
I ain't watched this show before. That's crazy.
But that's not even all of it, because since the devils in this world come from fear, it only makes sense that the strongest ones are not only the most feared, but
the new Auto-Tune 2026 has been in the gym and it's dropped some weight.
So
same actors.
They can gain or lose strength depending on what's going on in the world. New Conjuring film drops, Ghost Devil gets stronger. Inflation goes up, unemployment devil gets stronger. Ceasefire happens, Israel devil gets weaker.
Message!
It's such a cool power system, but like, I'm admiring it from a distance. I don't want to live there. It would be terrifying. You don't know when they could randomly strike. Imagine you just chilling at the crib one day in the living room, minding your business. Oh wow, it's a really nice day outside.
Snow devil. That is so good.
The gun devil just sneezed and blasted away your crib in 5 cities. And they don't even gotta be to that scale. Even if you get rolled up on by a barely scary devil, you'd probably get packed.
Dude,
you're human.
His whole family. He lucky that he got out. That was crazy. I remember that one.
And in that situation, dying wouldn't even be the worst part. It's the aftermath. It would be embarrassing. Imagine my homies come to my funeral asking what killed me. Did they say what got him? Yeah, they said it was the cheese devil. There's hella lactose intolerant people. It probably could. And that's not even me mentioning devil contracts. I'm not even gonna get into that. Like I said, I love this show, but Chainsaw Man is horrible to live in. But I'd rather live in Chainsaw Man than to live in...
I never watched this. Let's see what he's talking about. No, I never watched this.
Some of y'all may know this show, some of y'all may not, but the ones that do know. For as vibrant and as colorful as this show may seem, it has a dark undertone. Like, this show is prison. This show is an indie animated show where we follow this group of people who are trapped in a video game, The Amazing Digital Circus. They put on these headsets one day and were transported into the game, and now they're stuck. So it's kind of like Sword Art Online, minus, you know, the weird brother and sister stuff. And I think the reason for this one is pretty straightforward, guys. Why would I ever want to be in this situation? Why?
If I'm in here, it looked like Mario Party 8. Y'all ever played Mario Party 8 on the Wii? That's exactly what this looked like.
Literally be trapped as a goofy looking video game character, which by the way, can one of y'all draw me as one? I want to see what y'all think I look like, with no memory of my name and forced to go on daily adventures by this lunatic AI that's running the circus. This junk is horrible, and that's not even all of it, because
because they literally took the Mario Party 8 hoes. Literally, cuz like I know I wasn't tripping, bro. Literally, Bar from bar, word for word.
When I eventually lose my mind in this world, I'll abstract, which is pretty much the equivalent of death. You become a giant digital monster and they pretty much toss you in the basement forever. This place is terrible, and that's just episode 1 stuff. When you combine that with the stuff we learned in the latest episode, man, this place is purgatory. Only bright side about this place is the people you're stuck with are pretty chill. Like hanging out with Kinger or Zubul would be dope. And there might be a way to get out. I know after the latest episode it's not looking like it, but I still believe. Unless it's like that one Black Mirror episode where instead of being a real person trapped, you're actually a copy of someone real, but just in the game. That'd be messed up.
That would be crazy. Oh, hell no. I absolutely could not live in this show. Absolutely not. Nah. Couldn't do it.
So I just finished watching this show, and let me tell you something. If I'm not stepping a foot in Chainsaw Man, you couldn't get a follicle of me and Derry. Before I even get into it, if you don't know, this show in simple terms is a prequel to the movie It. You know, killer clown named Pennywise, likes to eat kids, but just based in the 1960s, where we learn a little more about him and, you know, see what this goes up to before they age. And the special thing about this show is, this is the first show on the list to have multiple reasons why I would never ever want to live there. First of them obviously being this dude Pennywise. A lot of y'all may know I've spoken about this guy on my channel before, saying how I beat the white off his skin and
the way they look at black people,
bully him to death. But y'all, I don't know what happened in those 20-something years between this show and the movie, but this dude in the show is way more terrifying than in the movie. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know what happened, but this dude glued down those 27 years. He's washed. The difference is insane. Like in the movie, yeah, he'll do some scary stuff, like transform into a creepy painted lady or a giant lumberjack statue. But in the show, this guy will shapeshift into your deceased mother and make her give birth to you again. Oh, what the? Y'all see what I mean? This dude in the show is different. Stuff got so scared for the kids in this show that these kids started popping pills to avoid being scared of Pennywise. Like, this is ridiculous. Why didn't
you have it listen? You type it in and then you go digging.
Why didn't I think of that? Point is, if you living in Derry and this dude got an eye on you, just hang it up, bro, because it ain't even up to you. You gotta just pray this dude thinks you won't taste good.
Damn,
or he's just not.
He killed the whole high school, middle school. No, he kidnapped them. Man, that was something crazy. That whole show is wild.
And that's another thing that's bad about this. Since you a kid, even if you go and tell people you seen this dude, they not gonna believe you. You a kid, and it's the 60s. Even if you tell your parents, they ain't gonna care. These is Cold War times, baby. World War III can happen any second. Ain't got time to be worrying about your kids. But that ain't even the worst about Derry, because even if you don't run into Penny, like I just said, let's not forget, this show is based in the 1960s, which, in my opinion, might be even worse than dealing with Pennywise. Because aside from the fact that there wasn't much to do in the 60s besides, like, I don't know, smoke cigarettes indoors. Let's remember, these times were not the safest for colored folk. And this show showed that very clearly. Like, I already knew how bad the racism was back then from what I learned in US history. But seeing it on the screen, bro, these motherfuckers was really racist. Like, shockingly racist.
I don't know who's scarier, these white supremacists or Pennywise, bro. They so messed up how they did that Black Jukebox. If y'all didn't watch it, go watch it, bro. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but genuinely scary, genuinely bogus.
I don't want to dive into it too much, but if you want to know how bad it is, there's a scene in the show where this one guy gets wrongfully accused of murking 3 kids. And when he's given an opportunity to clear his name by just saying where he was the night of the incident, he refuses. Yeah, he refuses in fear of getting into more.
He about to tell y'all why. Playing in that snow.
Which just had me thinking, damn, what could this guy have been doing that could get you into more trouble than triple homicide?
Playing in that
snow. I don't know what he was doing. Hanging out with a white woman. That's all he was doing. Well, a little more than just hanging out. They got a little more buddy-buddy.
You know what's messed up? The white woman gave the whole spot up. My bad, but I just... That's crazy.
But still, that probably has some of y'all thinking, why wouldn't he just say that? An affair is clearly not worse than murking 3 children, right? And you're right, that would definitely not get you in trouble today. But in the 60s, if the wrong group of white men get wind that their abusive buddy's wife had relations with a black man, man, they grabbing a phone book, grabbing a rope, grabbing their robe, and then after that, They ride at dawn. Yeah, this junk used to be a death sentence. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Like, killing someone because your wife wants them is already stupid enough. But doing it off the basis of race is just even more stupid. Because does that mean if it was a white dude sleeping with his wife, he would have just been cool with it? Ah, go ahead, honey. Come on, you. Yeah, keep me out of dairy. This place is the worst.
That is a crazy concept to grasp upon, but that's a good question, bro. You ain't about to go lynching a white dude. Hey, that's crazy.
Bro, the crazy part is there's even more messed up racist stuff that happens later in the show, but I don't want to spoil. So when you combo that with freaking Pennywise, yeah, this is gonna be horrible. I'm still whooping the movie version of him though, don't get it twisted. But the show version, if he had my friend Hodges like he had that one dude in the first movie and I told him to give him back and he told me no, yeah, keep him, bro. I'll make new friends, it's good. And now for the show that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute.
Stranger Things. I can't let her neither, bro. It's too much going on.
No need to introduce this one.
Well,
Everyone knows
I don't even play
this.
Dungeons and Dragons. This some nerd shit. So it's like, I can't. Nah.
Stranger Things. Now look, I really like this show, but as much as I like it, as much as it's been beloved for years, and I mean years, this chunk has been out since I was an 8th grader. You know how insane that is? I went from being pretty much the same age as these kids to now I'm freaking 6 years older than them. That's crazy. As much as I like it, if I had a choice, I'm not living in Hawkins, Indiana. I'm not. From season 1 through season 5, this place has been the epicenter of so many problems, it's not even funny. Season 1, you got a Demogorgon, which is pretty much a monster running around trying to eat you. Season 2, you don't have a Demogorgon, but you got demo dogs trying to eat you. Season 3, you got the Mind Flayer, townfolk possessed by the Mind Flayer, and Russians after you. Season 4, you got Vecna, who's pretty much the one running the whole operation, going after you. And then season 5 is just season 4, but he's stronger now, and everyone got 25% cornier. This is horrible. And the main cast is the ones that had to deal with all of it. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm in their shoes, I don't think I'm making it. Not as a main character. Whether it be death or me running away, I wouldn't last long. Matter of fact, I'll go down every season and I'll tell you every moment I would have called it if I even made it there. Season 1.
Hey man, I'm gonna give an ad block when I get monetized. Don't worry about it. But bro, this show been out for so long, I can't even like really depict on what happened in the first couple of seasons because it's been so long. I hate when shows stretch out so far. Like no bull.
Look at me and the gang find out Will is missing and find his little girl near where he went missing and she got superpowers? Yeah, deuces. Peace out. Unless it's me getting those powers, peace. Season 2, Will start doing that hallucinating neck touching stuff in front of me. I'm out. Especially if I ever see him cough up a slug. I'm out. Then season 3. See, season 3 is unique because at first it'll seem like everything is smooth. You know, it's the summer, 11 closed the gate last season. Milfs is chilling at the pool and stuff. We good. But the second I see we got Russia involved in our business. Now, Russia, a world superpower, is involved in our business.
Yeah. I'm going too.
Season 4, I don't even gotta see anything really. I probably won't even make it to Vecna. Cause when I hear the description of Chrissy's body after what Vecna did to her, yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out, y'all. And then season 5, man, after the stuff we went through in season 4, anything is enough for me to dip at this point. My guy, Max is in a coma. So the second I hear Dustin say some corny stuff like, I wanna see Vecna's heart on a platter. Are you serious, bro? What are you gonna do about it? I'm out, bro. I'm out. And that's just being in the main cast. Even as a regular person in hockey,
he's a threat, bro. Somebody check his book bag, please.
Main cast. I'm not willing to be here. Because if I'm not in the main cast, that means I don't know anything about what's going on in this world at all. So imagine if I'm in season 4 and I hear that Vecna clock. I'm not gonna be prepared. I won't even know what's going on. I'm gonna just be like, hey, that's a neat looking clock. And it's gonna be like that every time because I'm a curious guy. Doesn't matter what situation I'm in. A main cast member, a main cast parent, a civ. If I'm in Hawkins, Indiana, I'm finished. Even if I'm born straight into Hawkins lab and I'm one of them telekinetic force wielding children, I'ma just get freaking slimed out by Henry, so it don't matter. Man, you couldn't freaking pay me to be in Hawkins. Even excluding all this upside down Vecna stuff, I still don't want to be there. Not only would I, let's be honest, probably be a nerd so I'd get bullied, but also there's a chance I'd be friends with the main cast and I don't want to be friends with the main cast. Yeah, it might sound crazy because all of them seem cool and all, but I've been noticing.
I know me personally, I wouldn't be friends with the main cast. Why? Because I'm not playing on Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, if you like that, to each his own, but me personally, I can't see myself playing that. I ain't gonna lie. The whole movie is about Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
Say These dudes are some snakes. Who would want to be in a friend group when you got dudes like Will trying to take his homegirl's boyfriend and dudes like Steve who's trying to take Nancy away from Jonathan, who originally took Nancy away from him? You think I'm gonna be cool with these dudes? You must be out of your mind. You can't have shit in this friend group. Especially if it was like the Steve, Jonathan, and Nancy situation. I'd be pissed. I'm too insecure for that. Let my girl bandage up her ex how Nancy was bandaging up Steve last season in the Upside Down. I'ma be heated when she come back. You like him or something? Why you would just let him bleed out? And you might say, oh, that's only 2 or 3 people out of the whole group. And to that I say, that's 2 or 3 snakes too many. Let me put it like this. If you had a batch of 10 apples, right? And out of those 10, 2 or 3 of them could take your girl from you, you probably not buying the batch, are you? That's all I'm saying. I'm not willing to take the risk. These dudes could not be my homies. They'll love y'all though. At the time of recording this, season 5, volume 1.
To myself, not even saying it from I'm scared of somebody to do something, but it's like I trust me more than I trust anybody in this world. Therefore, I enjoy kicking it by myself. Word. It's
only out, so I don't know how it ends yet. Maybe it'll give me more reasons to want to live there. But I have some predictions. Spoiler warning, because these might be accurate. I don't know. I'm kind of a genius. Starting with a crazy one. Someone's gonna die. Not for real though. I think Robin and Steve are probably gone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see it coming. Robin and Steve are too beloved, and they can't keep Steve in the show, bro. He's gonna take Nancy away from Jonathan. Number 8, I don't think she'll die, but maybe. I mean, it might be Punisher for giving us the most boring episode of the entire show. I'm still standing by it. That episode was boring. I actually find it funny that after her review in the last episode of Volume 1, all of a sudden, hella people like this episode. Like a bunch of y'all just came out the woodworks and said, yeah, the most boring, most random episode in the entire series that had no point in the story until 8 years later. Yeah, that one was always my favorite. But y'all just lying. And I think they're gonna try to make Vecna good. Honestly, I think that's the direction they're going in. The way he was looking at that cave.
Make Vecna good. How is they gonna make Vecna good if he trying to kidnap all the children? I mean, I'm not done watching yet. I'm about to finish watching after I record this last video, but making him good, that don't even make sense. He trying to destroy the world. They gonna make that nigga good. 11 definitely gotta die.
I feel like he has like some dark memory with it, and I'm not here for it, okay? I don't want to sympathize with someone who killed mad kids. Unless it's like Darth Vader, you know, that's a little different. That's pretty much all the shows I wanted to go over in this video, and y'all know what to do. Comment.
Man, honestly though, out of all these shows, one of the shows that I think I could live in, let me think, what was the first one, bro? I'd say Chainsaw Man, because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna say Chainsaw Man, because them other shows is too crazy. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Is it a show that y'all would absolutely not live in? Or any of these that y'all would rather live in than the other ones? Let me know. But I'm going to catch you next in the next one. Yes, sir.